All right, you guys, we're starting the day off. So we're going on a little adventure. What do you think, Timmy? We're gonna go on a little adventure? All right, hi everybody. I'm not really fully put together, but I am really excited. Don't have a lot of makeup on or anything because we're gonna go camping and we're gonna go to a place called Dovrefjell. So my shirt kind of hints to what it's famous for, which are musk oxen. So we might actually see some of these big animals, and it's going to be Timber's first camping trip. So we're very excited. We're going to see how we do in the tent, if we pee in the tent or not. Hopefully we don't. I don't know what you're chewing on, bud. But it's about a 2.5 hour-ish drive for me, so not too bad. Around like 10:30 in the morning, so we should get there with plenty of time. The trail is only about 4.5 kilometers and it's like a round loop, so we'll probably go to the end of it. So we'll do like 2 kilometers today and then go a little bit off the trail, find some sort of a river or something, set up tent, camp for the night, and then do the 2 kilometers back. So it's not going to be bad for him at all, and it'll be a lot of fun just to see how he does. I'm excited. So we're gonna head on the road pretty soon here. All right, well, we made it. And there's a gate because I guess we're entering the realm of the musk oxen. So, Timmy, are you ready? We're gonna be careful. Right, bud? He's kind of unsure about what's happening. Okay, we came out of the tree line. We're heading up there. And he keeps on getting tangled in his leash. So I have these sticks that are like just dried fish skin, and they weigh almost nothing. And so I brought him one of those. I actually brought him like 3 of them for the hike, but we stopped. This is our view right now. Hopefully you guys can hear me. This is our view right now. The wind might be bad. All right, I think we found our spot. Our view. Leave my tent alone. Stop trying to hump it. This is the reality of bringing a puppy on a camping trip. All right, so we've got the tent set up. This is our setup. So I've got my North Face tent. That's where I'll be sleeping. I've got a little sleeping bag that I'll double up for Timber with a thermarest pad. So he'll be more than happy. He's laying in between the 2 right now. He just had some food and water. This is our view. I think he's exhausted. Holy cow, do I look crazy? Anyways, it's good because it'll give me a little bit of a chance to eat some food and yeah, settle down a little bit because I've been going nonstop. It was quite the hike up, I would have to say. Like, if you're ever thinking about coming to Dovrefjell, the first bit is the worst. Like, it's all uphill, and then you get up to the very top, and then it's like lovely. But it was a lot with a pack and with a puppy. And on top of it, on the trail in the woods, there was a bull muskox like 100 feet off of the trail, and thankfully there was a guy taking photos and he was like pointing it out. He's like, there's something there. And the funny thing is that before I rounded the corner and saw the guy, I was like, I smell something. So my nose is good, but I had to like pass the bull on the trail, and he was not happy with Timber, and Timber, he's still getting used to walking on a leash. So like whenever I stop, he starts crying. So I knew that I couldn't stop because then he would start crying and that would alert the bull. Woo! Something flew right at me. Anyways, so we survived. We're here. Putting up the tent was a hassle with a puppy. By yourself, it is a hassle, but once it's done, it's done. And he is completely out now. He's totally out. I'm gonna eat my food and then maybe get some water and get settled in for the night. Hopefully we don't have any visitors. So this is what I brought for him. So I have these fish strips. They're super light and it takes him a good while to actually eat it. It just makes a ton of a mess. So I only feed it to him when we're outside. I brought just a bag of dog food, one of these smaller little like sample bags. And then I brought some cheese to share with him. And I brought some of his homemade food. He already had a what's it called? Helping. And so this is his morning helping. So it just has like sweet potato, what's it called? Spinach and ground pork and carrots. So that's that. Of course, the ice pack to keep things cold. And then I brought him a whole carrot just to gnaw on if he wanted to. I might break it in half and give half to him and eat half myself. I don't know. But that's all that I have for him. I have some soups for me. I brought a little tiny camping stove. And I brought some sandwiches. And now I'm going to have a little bit of cake. So I have this cake. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go down to the creek that's right here and get some fresh water. So I have a filter and it filters right into my Nalgene water bottle. So that's perfect for us. And that should be good for us to get us through the night. And then in the morning, I'll probably do another round and then go from there. So we're getting some water. I just pumped a bunch, but you can see that like the hose just goes right into the water right there. It's just got a little filter on the end. And you just pump and it pumps right into your Nalgene. So I love this thing. It's a beautiful view right here. Take a look at that. You can't beat that. Okay, so we're back and Timmy is outside again. There he is, little boy. He prefers it because he can feel the wind a bit more. But I do have both sides open like that. Have my setup. Oh, you guys, I don't know if I would recommend taking a 12-week-old puppy to go camping. It's very frustrating and very tiring. I'm exhausted. I honestly could just fall asleep right now. He's asleep, obviously. But we also came to a place where there's wildlife, so obviously there's musk oxen, and that's the reason why I wanted to come, and I wanted to get good pictures of them as well. And I'm having to like haul him to go and try and get nice photos of these animals, and he is just like a puppy, obviously, so he wants to play tug on his leash, and he's tripped me like 3 times, and I have my big camera with me too, and so it's like a lot. It's a lot. And to do it alone is a lot. But we did it. And I'm proud of ourselves for doing it. I'm just going to see how much sleep we actually do get because it obviously is very windy. It's a high alpine plain. And yeah, I don't do good with a lot of noises, but I'm so exhausted. I just want to sleep. It's nice that we have everything set up though. Totally out. Enjoying the wind. Good night, everybody. We're gonna go to bed. It's 9 o'clock. Try and get as much sleep as possible. Jamie, what do you think of our visitors, huh? You see them? They're close, and I was gonna put my tent down there because it was flat and it's closer to the river. I am thankful that I didn't do that. All right, you guys, good morning. So it's about 5:30 and we're gonna head out because it's gonna be 26 degrees today. So hopefully get the trail part done before it gets too hot. It was an okay sleep, you know, it was fine. But beautiful morning. Look at that wonderful view. No muskox right now, but that's kind of welcome because they were all around all night and like two kept stomping around really close. Yeah, so that was a little scary, but it was a lot of fun and this is like gorgeous. So if you ever want to go to Dovrefjell and see the muskoxen, I would highly recommend. Come on, bud. So we're on our way back home and Timmy's having a little potty break, but look at this. It's just everywhere you look. It's beautiful. What do you think, bud? Ready to go back in the car? All right. Sorry, everybody. I kind of stopped filming there halfway through. We are back home and made it back about 2.5 hours or so. He has been totally out for about almost 4 hours and he still is very, very tired. Yeah, and hot. Let's see if he goes. He's going for the bone. No, we're going to lay down. So I put the tent out to dry because it was quite wet actually from the morning. So we just hiked down and then drove, and he was pretty much gone for the entire ride. He was just completely asleep. I have a cooling mat in the kennel for him, so he loves that and he sleeps on that. So uneventful drive, and then got back home and didn't film at all because I felt really gross. So we got him in the shower just to shower off his feet because his feet were like totally smothered in dirt. And then I hopped in the shower, and then both of us just passed right out. So I slept for a good hour and a half, and he, like I said, slept a lot longer than that. So I'm gonna end it here. I hope you guys enjoyed. The one thing that I would say I learned from this experience is that it is possible to bring a puppy on a camping trip, but I would do some things differently. Number one, I would make sure that I bring a toy. That was the hardest part of the entire experience for me, was the fact that it didn't even cross my mind. I mean, it's not something that you're usually thinking about for a camping trip. He didn't have anything to put in his mouth. And that meant that all of my expensive camping equipment turned into toys for him, right? So in the tent, he was constantly trying to chew on things, trying to chew on like my mattress, my blow-up mattress, trying to chew on my blow-up pillow, trying to chew on my sleeping bag, right? So having a toy would have been so much better. And it would have been worth the extra weight. Like a stuffy doesn't take up too much room. And then the second thing, and I think we did this correctly, but I would have done it a little bit more of an easy hike, only do one night for your first time. There's no way that I could have done a 3-day camping trip with him. Way too much. And I think that our hike was borderline too much. Hauling all of the equipment. It's different if you have two people. But if you're just by yourself, hauling all of that equipment yourself and a puppy in your hand, and then I had this huge camera in my hand, too much. So I would recommend doing something that's a lot more low-key, maybe for your first time, but completely doable. And he didn't pee in the tent at all, but he is mostly potty trained. So yeah, we had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had fun coming along with us, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.